This is America here, baby. This is great. I love it.
All right, let me know if
Here we
everything
go,
runs
baby. I'm
okay,
gonna
all
help
right,
you
Mark?
be successful. That's my job. Believe it. I've been doing
Well,
this
turn the
27
show
years.
on
That's
to
a
make
fact.
sure that everything's
Disney
okay,
ESPN ain't gonna help you. Because none of them know the right
All right,
side.
I'll talk to you
Trust
after
me,
the
they
show.
know
It'll be,
nothing.
let
Let's
me
kick
know.
their ass. They don't know a damn thing about
No,
handicap.
you can just
And I'm
I'll
coming
stay on the
after
phone
you,
if you
Disney.
want.
I'm
It's
the
gonna be
guru.
fine.
I am Sportsguru.vegas.
Oh,
That
you'll be
name
fine.
was
If you
earned
hear
by
it,
picking
don't hear
winners.
something,
That's how
let me
it
know.
works. Make no mistake, I'm here to win.
Absolutely, we're here to win, gurus. Welcome to my show, Sports Guru Vegas, coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, greatest city in the world. Welcome to the new followers on TikTok and Twitter X.com. We're gaining followers. We had a really good day again yesterday. We need to start again. I talked to you gurus about this. We good, Mark? Okay. Yeah, we want to thank you for the followers. He's still on the phone. We ran a little bit behind, gurus. There's a lot of games today. We had some technical difficulties. That's why the show started a couple minutes late, and that happens. That's why I told you to put that alert on your phones for when we shoot, and it'll tell you when we're on. A couple minutes, but we got everything done we wanted to. We have a couple round robins today. I'll share with you real quick to talk about yesterday's games. Again, we see good NBA. Rhode Island obviously is the toilet team, right? They cost us 2-3 teamers, and the good thing, girls, is we get better every time. Every time you do work and you're focused and you work hard, you get better as you go. And then all this, it's like putting money into a bank account. And so what I told you guys this week is we have to make an adjustment from last week, middle of the week through the weekend. And we have done that, and now we need to keep going. We have this conference tournament games. They'll be coming through next week. So we have a lot of basketball here, gurus. We want to get to that. And we have some NBA. We'll be doing a little hockey here coming up when this college dies down. Maybe they'll focus more on that. But for right now, I have a couple round robins I'm going to share with you, gurus. So again, keep following me on TikTok. Subscribe, follow, tell your friends. We got to get big. We got to make this thing big, gurus. We want to go global, right? We want to help everyone be successful here. Change the way, the narrative here. You go on Disney, ESPN, those people aren't there to help you win. They can't pick their nose. They don't even know half of these teams exist that I'm giving you guys to bet. But we need to make a statement, continue to make a statement. They're going to have to hear from us one day, gurus. This is a movement we're doing here, gurus. This is a movement. Don't be fooled here. We're going to keep this going. We're going to grow exponentially by just being successful. That's how you do it. That's how we're going to make America great again, gurus. Anyway, so we have more call. We have some conference games. There's more than today than there's been, and they're starting to play neutral site games. So there's going to be more games piling up as we go through the weekend, and we'll figure all that out for you guys. Let's go ahead and get started on the first round robin, gurus. And we're going to go into Maryland East Shore. So Humes is Maryland East Shore for you new people betting college basketball. And just to go over it quickly, I released round robins. So most of you have started following me on these short videos I send out on Twitter and on X, and TikTok, and that's how we're getting out there and meeting more people. I already released a game. If you're following me, you probably already got that game, and it looks like that game's going to win. They're up over double digits, and we're the dog. And that was a 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time game, and I told you, gurus, I get that out to you. We played it with Lafayette and the Pacers, and if you haven't got that yet, go on TikTok or X, and I've already released the video this morning. I released it about 9:15. Gave you about 45 minutes to get it in, Gurus. These games are all later games today. Obviously, I told you if I had late games, I would do a show, and that's what I'm doing. Gurus, I want to be reliable for you and dependable. And we can't get that right now with mainstream media. Can't depend. And we call it fake news. And the reason we call it fake news, Gurus, is because they manipulate the news to you, right? And when you get news manipulated, you don't know what to believe, and that's a problem. Well, you don't have to worry about that here on my show. That's why I started this show, because the content that they give out on Disney, ESPN, and Fox is complete garbage. It's not going to help you. They're still yelling about whether Dak Prescott should get signed an extension to his contract. Meanwhile, there's 50, 60 games today in college, and who cares about those, right? Well, I care about them, and you care about them. And if you're with me, you're really going to care about it because we're winning. And that's what I do, Gurus. I'm one of the best handicappers. Got to keep proving that, right? We got to keep that going. So I want to thank you for being with me. So we got Maryland East Shore as a home +4, and I hope we turn the tables with these teams on some of these teams. You've just been good to me, so I have no problem releasing them today. Getting decent point value. Another team that's been good to us is Oregon State, right? They're at home against Utah. Utah is a predominantly home team. They do have the ability to win on the road. We are getting 7.5. That's a good number for Oregon State, and they've been covering numbers for us most of the season. I think I'm undefeated betting on them. So we looked at all the games. We decided this one is probably the best one to go with because it's a home top Power 5 conference getting reasonable points at home. And so we went ahead and we went with Oregon State on that. And again, at home, they should be able to cover. They lost earlier to Utah. In Utah, that's not a surprise. Most teams do, as we know. And this is a challenge for them. And they, again, they've been doing well on these spots this year in the revenge, road and home, actually. So, let's see. That should be enough for us to cover, Gurus. And that's why we played it. And then we're going to stay in the Pac-12. And we're going to stay with Oregon, the Ducks at home on the money line. This is a game against Colorado. This is an interesting game. There's some personnel injuries for Oregon, but they've been able to overcome those. And Colorado's always struggled on the road. That's kind of how it works with the Colorado teams. If you look at Colorado State, they struggle as well on the road, but they're all very good home teams. Denver is in the Summit. They're a good home team. And again, on the road, these teams don't do well. They'll have their hands full, Oregon winning this game. They're a little short, but some of their players have stepped up because some of the players have been out. They're not top players. Their top players are all there. So they have enough to contribute. The bottom came up, and they're performing for Oregon. And again, they're not going to win the Pac-12 tournament. They're not. They don't have enough players, Oregon. But, they're good. They're not at home today. We're not even in the tournament. That starts next week, Gurus, and be ready for that. I think we're going to have that in Vegas. Another thing, Gurus, is, as you know, and if you don't know, I'll tell you, I've lived in Vegas since '98. And think about this, right? They were thinking of canceling college betting when I first moved here. But if you can believe that, I think it was the Bush administration started that nonsense. And anyway, that never happened, thank God. And now look what we have, right? We have every team in the country coming out here. We're going to have the national title game here too, just like we had the Super Bowl, because we have the greatest facilities in the world for having teams come here, from having visitors come and stay. And we have all the facilities. Beautiful, top of the line hotels, resorts everywhere now, infrastructure. You can go off the strip and stay in an Airbnb, and it's like living anywhere else. It's a beautiful place to be, except for July and August, right? That's when it gets hot. We got baseball then, Gurus. we'll be attacking the baseball. It'll be different. The show's it won't be as busy during baseball. There'll be days I don't do the show. It's a slower time. And if I have round robins, I'm always going to do a show, Gurus. That's the way it is. If I have time and I can do it. And then the main thing we're gearing up for is obviously football in the fall, college and NFL. We had a winning NFL season. College is a little difficult. We're finding it. We're going to make that happen too for you Gurus. We're going to have both. So we're going to stay with me through all that. And basically we're here to just, start a movement here. We want to have as many people following us before the football season next year. We'll make that happen. And we're going to do it by releasing these games. So just to go back over this, these teams are all at home. That's why I put them all on the same ticket. I do that sometimes. Generally, I try to do it, but there's some times where it doesn't matter. I'll mix a road with a home. If it's on, like yesterday, we hit a 3-team at Loyola Chicago, was a road team. I think we had 2 of those games. Let's see. Yeah, we had Butler at home, Loyola Chicago, and Seton Hall. So we did. Loyola was on the road, though, so we did put 2 with Loyola, and then we hit that. And then we went 2-1. We had both NBA games got there. And Greek Freak actually played last night in the Warriors. And I was glad we got that win, Gurus, because, that the numbers went down. They knew he was going to play before the game at some point. He was warming up, and I knew he could play. But, we were due to win a game like that anyway. We lost the last time the Warriors were playing Denver at home, and Murray was out, we thought, and then he ended up playing. We lost. So we got our win back, and that's how we do it. We have to come back off losses with wins, and that's the only way you can be successful. But these 3 are at home, and they all are reasonable. Humes is getting some points. I've been successful betting Oregon State and Humes, and let's hope that continues today, Gurus, with the Oregon money line. And then to go, let's go to the next round robin. These are actually teams on the road, and Grambling is they're basically a money line. So I put money line, Gurus, on your betting apps, you might see like -2, 2.5, 3 for Grambling. Well, I usually eliminate that for simplicity purposes, Gurus. When I release these games to you, I eliminate the number on some of them. If it's a small money line, I just tell you to bet the money line. And as I've told my viewers for the whole season, we bet round robins. We also bet straight bets too, but you can back up your ticket here. So if you do a round robin and you take Grambling on the money line on the next ticket, you can lay the 2 if you want, 2.5 on we call it your secondary round robin, but you want to put far less money, like I make it about 20% of your money line bet, because if they win by 1 or 2, you won't make any money in this game. So you want to protect that with the money line. That's why I have you do the best round robin to the money line and the secondary, the backup, if you want to call it whatever. And the same thing with Fullerton, right? They're getting 4 over at UCR, and you can take the money line. So you want to put like 80%, take the 4, and on a 20% round robin, take Grambling, lay the points, take the money line Fullerton, and then Davis, same thing. You have +7 on the road. All right, these are good numbers. So we want to make sure we win. So if Grambling wins, Fullerton and Davis both cover, we want to make sure we cash today, Gurus. That's what we have to do. And so my job when I put these up for you is to give you the best chance of winning the primary ticket. That's the word I was seeking. Primary ticket is to take money line. That's your primary ticket right here. I'm your guide. Okay, so your secondary could be Grambling. I would just play the money line both because you're on the road. But they can win and they can cover. And Fullerton, you want to take your plus on the money line. Davis, those are reasonable pluses. that will accelerate your round robin. So if they win outright, Fullerton and Davis and Grambling just wins, that's a nice ticket there. You'll accelerate that money line. 7's a good number. So that means you're looking at about 250 on the money line. That's solid, 225. So that's a strategy of investing, I call it, since we're betting the round robin. Or keep it simple, just bet it like this if you want. I told you, gurus, about, and some of you haven't been with me, I think it was at least 6 weeks ago, about 6 weeks ago. Wake up, put my bets in, you don't have to worry. That's exactly what we've seen. You'd be ahead. So what the hell? You don't have to do anything if you want. But you know what? Most of you, I've met some of you in the book, most of you on my subscription on the YouTube channel, I've met in the sports book. The rest of you, obviously, I haven't. I've met you through the social media videos. But, so some of you are sophisticated bettors. Some of you are not, right? Whatever it is, now you have someone you can depend on who will help guide you to be not just make money, but to be consistent. We have to be consistent, make sure we're competing, gurus. It does get tough sometimes. We've seen that once in a while. It gets difficult, and we got to work past those. And you have to deal with someone experienced like me to be able to get out of those situations and get back into consistency. And just look at all my videos I've sent on Twitter, X, and TikTok. Look at the final results. It's very consistent, very reasonable. So all you have to do is follow me. You don't have to pay. Imagine all the companies that charge people for these picks right now. They're not doing probably better than me. I don't think they are. So whatever, though, if you are using people and they're helping you, keep going with it. I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. So anyway, we have 2 round robins today, gurus. And let's see if I do have I think Mark sent me some. I can hear you. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, we had a technical issue today, gurus, and it gets, sometimes it gets difficult. We started these games at 7:30 my time. Hell, we were going all the way up to almost noon. So, there's a lot of work involved. And if anything throws that off, we have to, wait and get things done. And we got it done. 2 minutes late. That's not the end of the world. Anyway, those are the 2 round robins today. Let's go back here again to the original one for you guys who just showed up. So what do we have here, gurus, right? I always set the table kind of for us. We have our last weekend of regular season basketball for most of these conferences, okay? But then there's a lot more that are starting their conference tournaments today, a few more. And they're going to go all weekend, right? So we have that. But next weekend, gurus, every game's a conference tournament game. We're going to do it every day. We're Monday. And we wind down to see our season after Saturday is officially the bulk of the work, the bulk of the matchups. For me, it starts fading. And then we have less games. And then we go into just keep in mind, right, conference, every time they lose, they're eliminated. So by next weekend, we'll only have about 20 teams we'll be looking at for the whole day. It'll be small. I'll be out there meeting people at that point because I'll actually have time to get out. And just keep in mind, after this show, I'm into this already 5-6 hours. I still haven't put the videos out for TikTok yet and X. So by the time my day's done, I'm pretty tired and ready to just wait for the next day. And I enjoy watching the games too, as you guys do. Anyway, back to this home round robin. Humes here, Maryland East Shore. Okay, so Humes is the abbreviated on your app, and then we're taking their 4. This is not a tournament game, so that means this conference is still playing through the weekend, regular season games, even though they're a smaller conference. Oregon State, obviously, and Oregon Pac-12 teams, both at home. Gurus, let's hope we win this Oregon State game like we did Seton Hall and Butler the other day in the Big East, right? We had those on the ticket yesterday, and we hit that ticket. So let's hope I believe that was the day before. I think I don't even know anymore. There's so many games. That was yesterday, viewers. Yeah, so let's hope we pair the Oregon teams today. We hit both of those, okay? And Humes, hopefully they take care of us. So I like these positions are reasonable. We need to keep winning. What can I say? We just need to stay consistent. We're already winning our early game. It looks like we're going to hit Missouri State. Hopefully we hit that ticket. Lafayette starting here, I believe. I'll have to see what time that game goes off. And here's our next one, Gurus on the road. Again, I always go over these twice just to make sure for anyone who's late into the show. Grambling's been good to us. I've been successful betting Gramblings. That's a SWAC conference. And they've been reasonable to me, Grambling. Good team, good tradition. That school, probably one of the biggest schools in that conference. Well-known schools, if you will. Fullerton, this is an interesting game because I grew up in Riverside, right? So UCR was not very far from where I grew up. And this Fullerton team, they match up well against UCR. It's a small number, right? I'd go to this game if I was out there. I'm going to tell my brother to go. I would 100% go to this game at UCR if I could tonight. I'd love to see that game. It's going to be a good game. UCR is no joke. Fullerton's starting to play better. They lost earlier at home. Let's see if they can get revenge on the road here, Fullerton. And then Davis is a solid team, right? They're consistent every year. You see Davis. They're always solid. Now, San Diego is a solid team this year, Gurus. So they got their work cut out. But we like this number. Again, a good matchup in this game. And we like to pair that with good value on the road. And I think we have it in both these games, Gurus, right? And we need to win both these games. We need to win every game today, right? Let's go 9-0. Like we did, what was that, about 4 weeks ago? We went 9-0 on Thursday. You can look it up on my videos. That was beautiful. We had 3 round robins that day. So that started that run we went on. I think we were like 33-7, 34. Just took off after that. We dominated. And we hit the Super Bowl on top of it. On Sunday, we had the Chiefs. And then things kind of, we won a little bit that following week. And then we had I think that was the last week, struggled on Wednesday, Thursday, broke even. I didn't release a lot of games over the weekend. Part of that was because we just, it went back and forth. So I was a little conservative, waiting for what I call a better scene to come up, more games that I was more interested in giving out, because it was a battle, right? 1 and 2 on Sunday, we went. And then boom, this weekend came, we went 3-0, hit a round robin. The next day we went yesterday 5-1 or whatever. No Monday, I didn't do a show. Tuesday, Wednesday, we've hit both days. Now we need to win again. So let's get that done, Gurus. If you're new to the show, subscribe. It's free, right? That subscription helps me. I'll be getting more of those this weekend, hopefully. Maybe tomorrow I'll start going out, because I need to get my subscriptions up. I'm pleased with the followers on TikTok. We need to keep that going, though. And as long as I keep doing my job, that will take care of itself. And I'm glad that people on Gurus are following me on TikTok. Welcome, Gurus, because this is a movement here. You're in good hands here. I'll take care of all this. We'll get this done with your knowledge, right? So I always tell people I meet, if you're not winning, you'll win more with me. If you are already winning, and if you're not winning, you get to compete and start winning now. What a beautiful thing. There's nothing, there's some great things in life, but one of them has to be winning sports bets consistently. Even competing and watching the games is a blessing. We get to compete, put some money out there, and if we can make money, forget about it. That's a blessing, Gurus, and I don't want you to ever forget that. I've been doing this for 25 years, helping people win in sports. That's a long time that I've had to learn to get better. I never got paid unless I made people money. Think about that. I only got a percentage of what they won. And I didn't mind that. I had to produce. And I'm still like that. I'm not going to get followers unless I'm winning. That's a fact. And if I'm winning, I'll get them. And that's what I need to grow this business, because everybody knows that. So share this with your friends. Have them follow. Go on these X and follow me, right? Build that. I build it up. Please keep going. We got to be big. And I got to do everything in my power to make that happen. And that's just getting the work done. Here it is. My next notepad. It's 4 hours, Gurus. 4 hours yesterday, 4 hours. And let's get some good results today. That's why you're with me. Again, there are some if there are early games tomorrow, like there were today, Gurus, I will get that game out to you if I can. I was able to today. And I'll do everything I can to get the games out to you that I believe are the better bets. Additionally, I've discussed, Gurus, with you, these bets that I have that I'm not releasing, I will be releasing to you next year. So you're going to have the primary bets, and then below that, you're going to have more secondary bets. And I think we had a good day yesterday on our backup bets, not just the 5-1 I released. So that's good. Not every day is like that, but it'll be more selection for you, Gurus, to look at. You might like to agree with some of the other games I'm betting that I'm not doing on the show or a video for. And we're going to find a way to get you those games so you have a bigger menu, more opportunity to win. Why not? Let's get it done, Gurus. We're going to make America great again. That's a fact. That's 100% a fact. And so anyway, look tomorrow. I don't have the schedule, but I believe there's some early games tomorrow in the tournament games. If I have something, you'll get it on TikTok and X.com, Gurus. I'll make sure to get that out to you. I showed you the games we had for today. We have 2 round robins, right? Real quick. Right there, we're at home in these 3. I put them all at home. And that could be solid. We already are winning the early game this morning. And then we have this one right here. It's all road teams. And again, Gurus, you know what to do. Go on about an hour. I'll put these games out for you, so you have an opportunity to bet them. Once in a while, I'll change. Like I said yesterday, 2 days ago, I took Illinois off. I released it on the show. I did not release it on the Twitter, X, and TikTok. I changed it to a winner, which is good. So that's why when you follow me, you'll get all these alerts when I put a video out. And when you subscribe on the show, you get an alert. So that's important for information, Gurus. And I plan on having a very successful show next season. We're starting off to build this show through the social media. I believe the show will end up getting demand eventually that way. It'll be the opposite. We started the show first, and I saw that we weren't reaching hardly anybody. So I said, I got to get out there and put these videos up. And that's when we started getting more people involved. And that should have been done earlier. But at least we did it. We did it when we did it. So you got 2 round robins here, Gurus, not counting the one I already released this morning. And I want to thank you guys for being here again with me. And you know what? We just have to keep being successful, right? Wake up, routine, right? My job is to put out some games that we can compete and make some money with. Your job is to watch, subscribe, add whatever you need to with your bets. And let's, this is a beautiful thing. Disney, ESPN, right? And Fox, these days, they're not sophisticated enough to release these games to you. They don't know how to win. They don't even know some of these teams exist in college basketball. I know all of them, and I look at all of them. And it takes a long time, but it's worth it, Gurus. That's why we're having success. So, no NBA today that we saw. We released the Pacers. Forgive me, that was earlier on the earlier round robin on TikTok and X. So check that out. You have 2 more. I'll be sending those out to you this afternoon in the videos after my show. You'll get those in about an hour or so. Make sure you get those in and just keep following. Tell more people to follow Guru. I'd appreciate it. That'll help me grow. And we'll be better. We'll just keep getting better, Gurus. That's what hard work does for you. So come back tomorrow. We shoot this show live, noon to 1. Most likely we will have a show tomorrow. Most likely we will. And if we have enough games, I guarantee you we will. And I do want to be back here with you if I can. Saturday is a busy day, so I won't be doing a show on Saturday. There's a lot of games. It's about 100 plus. So I want to get those games out. But most likely I'll come back tomorrow. But set your alerts. You're going to get the videos, the show most of the time. If you don't get the show, you always get the videos, as long as I have bets for you guys. And I look forward to keep getting that done for you. So come back tomorrow, noon, Gurus. Set your alert. Make sure I'm here for you, and I will be if you get. You'll know if the show comes on. Videos always follow. I want to thank you for being with me today, Gurus. And let's keep this momentum going that we have right now. Let's keep it going. That's my job to help us do that, okay? So come back tomorrow with me. Have a great day today. Enjoy these games, Gurus. They're going through the day. Enjoy them. It's great to watch college basketball. A lot of fun, a lot of excitement. And to make money, to compete, forget about it. There's nothing better than that. So enjoy yourselves today. I'll see you guys tomorrow at noon. I love you. God bless you.